Hi, I'm Lynn, the creator of Dearly Loved, a place for faith, family fun, and a whole lot of Disney. Thanks for joining me today on Dearly Diary, where I want to talk to you about how to avoid PDD, and that is post-Disney depression after you've gone on a trip to Disney World, Disneyland, maybe you've come back from a Disney cruise, and I have to admit, I have a really hard time coming back to reality. Sometimes I've even sort of started my countdown for having to return home even before my trip begins. Or I'll think during my trip, okay, I still have half of my time here, or oh, we still have 3 more nights. And it's just really hard to return from Wonderland. And these are 3 strategies I found that help not sink into that depression after you come home. The first thing I want to talk about is to find ways to give. And what I mean by that is on my last Disney trip, I did coming home gifts. So, or return after the trip gifts. There's not really a good name for it. But what I'm talking about is I made bags. I don't know if you can really see those. I made bags for my family and I gave them these gift bags uh, the day we were leaving from our trip. And I put it, the bags were the adults present, and then inside the bags I wrapped a return home gift for each of the kids that were traveling with us, for my nieces and nephews. I think the little boys got like a whiteboard that they could color on with Color Wonder markers, and the girls got um, sort of either princess coloring books or Disney Seek and Find books, and it was just something honestly that I looked forward to our whole trip, knowing that I had these um, coming home gifts to give out. It just sort of boosted my spirits to be able to give to somebody else right before we came home, and I really enjoyed that. And it's just something different, and I'd encourage you to think about doing that. Um, if you want, I found some tags online that I just used for the gifts. You can go to my website and I'll have a link up for some labels, some tags, return home tags that you can link to on my Etsy store if you'd like to use those, just to make it easy for you. The next thing I want to talk to you about is finding a focus. And what I mean by that is find something to focus on right after you return home from your trip. So launder those autographed pillowcases that you did and buy pillows and get those pillows on your kids' beds. Just something to distract you, but also a way to enjoy the things you did on your trip. Maybe dive right into a photo book if you had Memory Maker or the photo CDs. Make a DVD out of all of your photos. Do some sort of craft project if you're that sort of a person, to just bring together all of the wonderful memories you had on your trip. Just find something to focus on. One thing I did was I took all of our mementos, our souvenirs, some of our pictures, a string of Mickey headlights, and I decorated our mantle above the fireplace. And it's still there 3 months later. It makes me smile every time I come in and see it, just as a special focus of our most recent trip that we took. My last suggestion for you is to find, and this is more long term, to find an outlet. And by that I mean, so after you're home and you've been home for, a week or so and things are starting to die down and you're just really missing that time that you had, on your last trip, find some sort of an outlet. So continue to participate in maybe the online discussions or online websites you enjoyed before your trip. Continue to participate in those. Maybe start something online of your own. Another suggestion you'll often see is to start planning your next trip. If you're able to do that, congratulations, do that, and that helps alleviate the downside of having to return to reality. God cares about your feelings. He even cares about post-Disney depression for those of us who are prone to suffer from it. In 1 Peter 5:6-7, we read, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you." He cares about the big stuff. He cares about the little stuff. He cares about the things you even feel silly somebody caring about. And I hope those tips help you for your return to reality and to not succumb to PDD after your next Disney trip. I think that's all I have for now. Until next time, I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.